stay to stay until the uh, stay until the stay until the meeting is over. So with a huge with a huge with a huge round of
Can you
applause.
release your pressure, please? Because when you're speaking, sorry to interrupt, because you're getting stuck. So if you can just release the pressure while speaking, the
Who is
same words
speaking?
will come out. Siddharth Barua here.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Sorry to interrupt, my friend, because when you're saying the word round, instead of putting the pressure on the word r, so just speak very calmly.
Yes. With a huge round of applause, uh, uh, I would like to welcome our Toastmaster Lovneesh to the virtual stage. Oh, oh, over to you, Lovneesh.
Thank you, Vinayak. You have nicely explained the role of the surgeon at arms, do's and don'ts. So, yeah, so uh, it is my pleasure to serve this meeting as a Toastmaster of the day. So, I have chosen the meeting theme happiness for the today's meeting. So, there is a very famous quote by Dalai Lama on happiness. The happiness is not something that comes ready made, it comes from our own actions. So everyone wants to be happy, but it is the person action who made him happy. So happiness is an emotional state characterized by our feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. So friends, imagine the world if everyone is happy. So I pause here, and now I continue with the meeting. So basically, Toastmaster meeting, like every meeting, is divided into three sections. First section is the better speaking. That means prepared speeches, where the speakers delivered his or her speech in advance, and after that, second section is the table topping masters. That is uh, where the our table topic master gives the impromptu topic to the listeners, wherein guests and the other participants can participate. And the third one is the very important section in the meeting, that is evaluations. So evaluator role is very important. We sometimes we doesn't know our improvement areas where we need to work upon. So evaluator is the person who evaluate the speaker on the certain grounds, like the CRC approach, like command, recommend, and then command approach. So where the speaker needs to work upon. So we have Mr. Tapanda, uh, a very learned person, is the general evaluator of the today's meeting, and he is having his team. So I invite Mr. Tapanda to explain his G role and to introduce his team to the participants. Over to you, Tapan Samanta.
Yeah. Uh, Hello. Good morning to all. Am I audible properly?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, okay. Good morning, friends. Once again, this is Tapan Samanta. I'm basically from Kolkata, and I have been in Bangalore for the last 17 years, you can say. And this today I um, take over the uh, role of the general evaluator. So here, and while actually while we are speaking, so we just overlook them so many points. But here, as a organized, speaker and the role performer, we will point out some and we will evaluate the entire speech on certain points, and those points will be basically first one is the clarity. So what you say that blockage is okay, but if what you want to say, that should be very clear and precise, so that audience can understand. And the second one will be your vocal variety, so that it should not sound the monotonous way. You should mix your voice ups and downs. Yeah, some grammatically accent you can use, so that audience feel it interested. And third thing is eye contact. If you eye to eye, if you contact with your audience, then it will be more attractive for the audience. And also your body gesture also important, like hand movement, yeah, body movement, or if you smile all through your speech, it will be excellent. And also that you should engage with your audience with some questions and answer, so that it should be interactive style. So if you can ask some question to the audience, and they can answer you, so that it will be more interesting time. And the comfort, and the fifth is comfort level. So comfort level, it should be very calm and easy. You looks should not be tense like that. If you block also having in some words, you just stretch your words like that slowly, and you speak softly and slowly. That will help you a lot. And this thing is there. And for this speech topic, we have total the 5 to 7 minutes are there. So after 5 minutes, our timer will prompt you give you the signal. And then this speech is actually for 6 minutes, but you can extend to further 1 minute if you need. And for the table topic also, the table topic master will give you some topic to speak randomly, and where you can volunteer yourself to take the topic and speak on that. And in that table topic also, maximum time allowed is 2 minutes. And in the after 1.5 minutes, the timer will prompt you, and it can be extended to another 30 seconds. So total 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes, it should be end. And other than that all the role taken by SSA and TMOD also just will be evaluated here, but that will be on overall basis. So good luck to everybody. And I hand over the mic to the TMOD. Over to TMOD.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt here. Tapanda, do you also want to bring your team to the stage, so that they can introduce and share the objectives of their role?
Okay, my team is there. That timer is there. Timer is here. Kushal, I think so. Kushal Butterbell, and he will just take the time and he will calculate the time for the speech and the table topic. And
Yeah,
one
if you
more
want to,
person is,
sorry,
yeah,
if you want
yeah,
to, if you want to call him on stage, he would be, I think he would be happy to share the objectives of his role.
okay.
And there may be some new people who might not know how will he be indicating the times to all the people. So just a
Yeah,
thought. Thank you.
yeah. Thanks, thanks, Deepin. Then I would like to call the timer, Mr. Yeah, Kushal on the stage to say something that about how he will take the time. Over to Kushal.
Yes. Thank you, Tapanda.
Yeah.
But before showing the screens, I would like to ask the host to enable my sharing of screen. That's because I'm not able to able to share the same.
Kushal, if you want to try now.
Yes, it's working. Thank you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is
Yes.
visible.
Okay. So all the speakers, when you reached your minimum time, I'll be showing the green slide as shown. After that, when you hit the median time, I'll be showing the yellow slide as shown again. And finally, when you reached your maximum time, I'll be showing the red slide. Speakers, please note that you have a grace of 30 seconds on the upper hand side of your speeches. Thank you. And over to you, General Evaluator, once again.
Hello. One more team member is there with me, and he is the grammarian. So I will introduce Rahul. I will call Rahul on the stage, and he will just convey the message of from grammarian, how he will take that perform the role actually. Over to Rahul.
Thank you, Tapanda. So as grammarian, I will shit. I will evaluate your word usage and your grammar, and also I'll be giving you the word of the day now, and uh, uh, just a bonus thing for you. So when you will be giving your speeches, so if you use the word of the day within your speech, you will get some additional points. So the word of the day uh, 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 is ISM. So I will spell it for you. It's EYESOME, which means visually attractive. So I
Rahul,
hope you
just sorry
noted
to
down. Yeah.
interrupt you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
just type in the chat box the particular word.
Yes, yes.
You want.
Yes, yes. I'll do that. So meanwhile, I will hand over the stage back to the the general general evaluator of the day. Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Tapan here. Tapan here once again. So I think everybody aware of it and how the whole meeting and the will be evaluated. So if any new member are there, so if they have any doubt or a question, so they can ask me or ask anybody. Any questions are there from the audience? Yeah, any doubt? Okay, I think everybody out of the meeting, and it is a common effort from all of us. So I can just hand over to our TMOD, Loveness. Over to
Thank you.
TMOD Loveness. Yeah.
Thank you, Tapan Samantha, for explaining the GE role very well, and to your team. Your team has also explained the timer, counter, and the grammarian role very well. Before moving to the sections of the meeting, the prepared speeches, I am seeing that we have guests also. So first we take the introduction of the guest so that the other member and the guest also know about each other. So one by one, I request the guest to give the short introduction, starting from your name, your profession, and how you come to know about this meeting, and what is your expectation from the meeting. So we can start one by one from the guest. And first I invite, just a moment, Ashish Balti to give the short introduction.
So, hello everyone, myself Ashish Balti. So, I brought and born in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Basically, I'm doing my second year of engineering from the branch of IT engineering. And from this meeting, I expect that the weakness that I have, like speaking in front of people and some stammering issues, that I can resolve from this meeting. And I expect other great things from that. So that.
Sure, Ashish. Yeah, sure, Ashish. So we hope you and us had the great learning session. So now moving to Manish Kumar Singh. Manish, please give a brief introduction.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, hi everybody. This is Manish. Actually, I am from Bihar. I have done BTech from NIT Jamshedpur. Then I have total 15 years of experience in communication. Then I am still in Bangalore. And over to you. Over to Loveness.
Okay, thank you, Manish. So now moving to Rohit Sachdeva.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Rohit Sachdeva. I am a third year student at NSIT College in Delhi. I am doing my Bachelor's of Engineering in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I live in Delhi and I got to know about the Toastmasters meeting about uh, from some of my friends in the Stammering Cure Center, and they introduced me to the concept of the Toastmasters. And from this meeting, I hope I'm already enjoying how everyone is so encouraging and welcoming to all the new members of the group. I hope that I can learn more about how can I improve my public speaking. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. Now moving to the Sirajish.
Yeah. So just okay. So hi everyone. My name is Sirajish, and I'm from Jharkhand. I'm from a place called Sahibganj. The name of the place is Sahibganj. And about my educational background, I have done BTech in electrical and electronics engineering, and since the last for the last 2 years, I'm working in an IT company. The name of the company is Essential Solution Private Limited. My posting is in Hyderabad, but right now I'm working from home because of this COVID situation and all. And that's a brief introduction. That's a short introduction. Over to you.
Sirajish, how you come to know about this meeting and what is your expectation from the meeting?
Yeah, I just came to know about the meeting in the group, like in that t-shirt, in that t-shirt group, I just saw the message, text regarding this meeting, and my expectation is very much from this meeting. I'm I'm looking forward to learn more and more from you guys about speech and sampling and all those. So yeah, so my expectation is quite high, I would say. Yes. Over to you.
Thank you, Sirajish. Yeah. Now moving to Simran. Simran, are you there? Okay. So I think Simran is not able to connect. So we will take his or her introduction later on. So I think all the guest introduction has been done. If anybody is left, then he or she is please welcome to give our intro before we moving on to the prepared speeches section.
Simran has come. Hi, Simran. Are you there? Okay, lovely, sir. You can continue further.
Okay, so friends, let's begin the first section of the meeting, that is prepared speeches section. So in the prepared speeches section, we have 3 speakers, and as timer has already explained, So we have 5 to 7 minutes, plus minus 30 seconds grace period for the prepared speeches. And I think if anyone is giving the icebreaker speech, then the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes, plus minus 30 seconds for the grace period. So our first speaker is Hindav Grandi. So Hindav is a Hindav is a new to this group. I have seen him during the last meetings, and his speech topic is blockchain. So very interesting topic, blockchain. So I welcome Hindav on the dais to give the speech. Yeah, welcome Hindav.
Navneesh, hi. Thank you. So, so my topic is not blockchain. So actually, Tapan sir said since it's my first speaker session, he asked me to do a icebreaker. So my speech will be my icebreaker. Yeah. So let me start off now.
Okay, so Hindav, just to interrupt you. So icebreaker speech generally on the basically icebreaker speech objective is to introduce yourself to the group, right? But generally it is the same thing, but you can choose any topic in the icebreaker speech, as per my knowledge. So over to you.
So fine. So now I have prepared for a general intro, since my expectation was icebreaker should be a general intro.
Sure,
okay.
Sure. So yeah, so timer, please note the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes for icebreaker speech. Over to you, Hindav.
Sure. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My parents gave me not so common name, and in fact it's a very difficult name. My name is Hindav. Usually people do not understand my name at one go, and I end up repeating my name. So my parents have given me this name in November 1987. Let me save you the time of counting. I am 33 years old. So at the time of my birth, so I was very eyesome. So a lot of people said I was very eyesome. So I have been born in a very happy and supportive family. I have one elder sister. So, and I have been married for 6 years to a very wonderful and supporting lady. A little bit about my education and my career. I have always been a decent student in my education. My schooling was mostly in Hyderabad, and my engineering was in Chennai. So after my engineering, while most of my friends have taken software jobs, my dad has so forced me to give GMAT and apply for business schools. So I have given up my job offer with HCL, and I have applied for my business schools. So I have applied for some of the top business schools, and I have been fortunate to get a offer from the top 6 preschool. The school is in Spain. It is known as IE Business School. So I went to Spain. I did my MBA, and after that, I have graduated from MBA in the year of 2009. That was the year which had a lot of financial crises. So I had difficulty in finding a job in London, and that is the main reason why I have come back to India. So after coming back to India, I have done my internship in Kotak Mahindra Bank in the investment banking team. So after my internship, I have applied for Bank of America, and in Bank of America, now I am with the corporate banking team. I have been in this role for almost 7 years now. In my role I am a relationship manager, and my role involves a lot of client interactions. So my stammering journey started. So when I was in my 4th class, suddenly, I started stammering, and it was completely new. But I had a very supportive family, and my stammering has been very fluctual. Sometimes it is really fluent, and sometimes I find it really difficult to even introduce myself. But I have always focused on I have just accepted that I stammer, and I have never considered it to stop me from doing anything. So if I do any difficult client interactions or interviews, I just slow down, and go with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Hinder, for a wonderful icebreaker speech. So good to know about your journey. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now move on to our second speaker of the day. So Mr. Prakash. So Prakash is a learned Toastmaster. He is from the state of Tamil Nadu, and he completed his graduation in MCA, and presently he is preparing for competitive exams. So Prakash today's speak topic is middle class. So I welcome Prakash to enlighten us from this speech topic. Over to you, Prakash.
Yeah, Lovish. Is audible and visible?
Yeah, you are audible and visible, Prakash.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, Toastmaster and esteemed guest. Middle class. What is middle class? Yeah, Vinayak, do you have any idea? Vinayak, what is middle class?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they are the they are the they are the people who have who don't have too much of income. Then
Yeah. Yeah, Vinayak, thank you. The middle class is a socio-economic status that falls between the working class and the upper class. Yeah. In the center is the middle class. The civilians in the middle class have adequate income to afford minor luxuries like vacation or restaurants, but also rely on borrowing for big ticket items like home and cars. Middle class family tend to own their own home, although with a mortgage, own a car, although with a loan or lease. Send a kids to a college, although with student loan or scholarship. I used to remember once my grandfather, he used to say his unfulfilled dreams. That is, he want to go to school, but he unable to do that. His son, that is my father, he was very curious to go to college, but he unable to do that. And finally, my desire stood to study my graduation in abroad, but I unable to succeed in that. That was so sad. The causes of all the shattered dreams from grandpa to grandson, which is considered as a dynasty. There is one prominent reason behind this. Anyone know what is the reason? Yeah, Tapan.
Yeah, I think it is about the money. Don't have sufficient money to go abroad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rahul.
Being middle class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Vinayak.
Yeah, so they are not having enough they are not having enough money to go.
Okay.
They can't afford it.
Yeah, Ashish. Okay, okay. Yeah, Ashish.
The money is too can't
What?
afford. The money is
okay,
too,
yeah. Yeah, it's right. It's financial crisis. It nearly takes one dynasty, that means one generation, to achieve the burning desire of the middle class family. Though my grandfather unable to go to school, but my father succeed in going to school. My father unable to go to college, but his son succeed in getting graduation. Though life is a roller coaster, especially for the middle class civilians, seeing a lot of up and downs daily. Still, we get motivated and we trust the journey. I used to share my pain and agony to the other civilians. They used to tell a simple formula and you must apply the policy so that you feel comfortable. Anyone know what is the policy? Yeah, Lovish?
Policy is the internal rule or guidelines framed by everyone.
Okay, yeah.
Which person
Yeah,
portrays.
thank you, Lovish. Yeah. Thank you, Lovish. Any idea, Vinayak?
Yeah. So we are supposed to save the money.
Oh.
And do it.
Yeah. They used to insist me to apply the policy. That is, when I share my pain and agony, that is, take it easy policy. Take it easy policy is just a word for the other civilians. But for the middle class people, it is not a word. It is emotion. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakashji, for a wonderful speech. So I must congratulate you. I have seen hand gestures, audience engagement, presentation, excellent. While the general evaluator evaluates your speech in the end, but from my side, I must congratulate you again. So now moving on to our third speaker, Dipin Jain. So Dipin, about Dipin introduction. Dipin is born and brought up in UP, and presently he's living in Bangalore. And Dipin likes the Bangalore weather. He's there from last 3 years. And Dipin thought on happiness. His happiness for him is being with his loved ones, and he being watching movies or attempting some crazy adventure sport. So Dipin's topic for speech is say no more. Say no more. I welcome Dipin Jain on the dais to enlighten us from the speech topic. Welcome, Dipin.
Am I audible?
Yeah, Dipin, you are audible and visible.
Yeah, Dipin, you are audible.
Hey, Arav. It's Sunday. Painting time. Where are you, man? Oh, wait. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, Dhruv. Hey, dude. What's up? Are you free this afternoon to have a T20 match with us? Match. Toastmasters and my dear friend, you can already see me singing, dancing, because yes, I got an invite for a T20 match on a Sunday afternoon with my school friends. But like every Bollywood movie, there is a bad boy who is not happy seeing me happy. And for that reason, I did not still say yes, and I hold back. And that bad boy was none other than a part of me. Yes, a part of me who wanted me to stay back and spend the rest of my day with my family. So the no inside my head was still in the fight mode, strong as Mike Tyson. Toastmasters and my friend, raise your hands if you have ever faced such conflict in your life. Hinder, Rahul, Kushal, I must congratulate you all because, my friends, you are not alone. As Paulo Coelho beautifully said, when you say yes to others, you must ensure that you should not say no to yourself. Well, talking about me, I was always the same since early childhood, who was seasoned not to say no at any cost, because we were taught that saying no, it can provoke someone's anger. It is extremely unproductive and unhelpful, and it was treated selfish too. So as a small kid and up till now, I used to avoid confrontation at all cost by saying no, by not saying no at any cost. As a result, some of the conversations went like this. Hey dude, would you be able to do this task by end of the day? Yeah, sure. Hey dude, we are heading out for a pizza. Do you want to join us? Uh, yeah, sure. Ah, little did I know that this art of pleasing others will leave my life upside down. And it started gradually filling my heart with sadness and guilt for not being able to please people. But as wise people say, good things happen to you when you need them the most. That's when Vipassana crossed my path. Yes, it is a very ancient meditation technique invented by Buddha, Lord Buddha. It helped me to understand that I do not control or govern others' happiness or sadness. And it did taught me how to focus on doing the right thing rather than pleasing others. Initially, I must say that initially, when I started turning down people's request, it was not a bed of roses. I started facing a lot of friction in my personal and professional life. But again, we have good friends in life. And this time, my friend Google came to my rescue, where it gave me tips on how to say no the right way. Number one, start with the least risky zone, like your colleagues. Number two, start with small. Third, and the most important thing, you need to stay calm and don't need to give a lot of reasons for your choices. For example, hey dude, do you think you would be able to do this task by end of the day? Well, I already have some priority items in my bucket. Once I am done with them, I would surely have a look. Hey dude, we are heading out for a party. Do you want to join us? Sure, but I have recently started eating healthy, so maybe next time. Finally, I was able to make a good start. friends, and my fellow Toastmasters, I would advise that say no to all the friends and things which turn you down, all the things you don't agree to, and say yes to all the things you are excited to do. But by the way, may I ask, what are your thoughts on saying no more? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Dipin. It was a wonderful speech. So you have delivered the speech very well, and hand gestures, presentation is very nice. So the meeting topic, say no more, you have able to very well deliver, and we are able to very well connect with the topic. So say no more in the life. So yes, you have rightly said, to analyze the situation, to picturize the outcome, and then take the decision, because it's a one's life, and who has to choose which task a person needs to do and which task needs not to do. So thank you, Dipin. Thank you. Thank you once again. So with this, the first section of the meeting is already done. That is prepared speeches. So all the three speakers have delivered their speeches very well. So now we can move on to the second section of the today's meeting, that is table topics section. So yeah, so it is very important section of this meeting where our table topic master Bhavesh is the table topic master for today, and Bhavesh will give the impromptu topic to the participants, and I encourage the guest members to actively participate in the impromptu speech. So yeah, so over to you, our table topic master, Bhavesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the day, Lavneesh Gupta, for handing over the stage to me. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Bhavesh Methwani, your table topic masters for the day. So when I saw the theme for today's session as happiness, chosen by our Toastmasters of the day, I felt really elated. When I picked my pen and paper to write about this theme, I don't know, but for some reason, I felt happy. There is something very magical about this word happiness, that instantly when you hear about happiness, you yourself get happy, isn't it? And let me tell you all, you know what is the fastest method you can make someone else happy, or make someone else smile, is by wearing a smile on your face. So I would request all of you here present in the meet to switch on your videos, wear a big fat smile on your face and capture this moment and embrace the happiness which embraces you. I would request all of you to switch on your videos and wear a big smile on your faces, guys. Embrace the happiness which is sharing upon you. Prakash, Simran. Yeah, we all are smiling, right? And the smile is so infectious, it automatically makes everyone happy. We all are happy and we all are excited about this table topic round. So now, let's, without any further ado, no problem, Simran, it's completely all right. So without any further ado, we'll move to the table topic round, where I will be providing and giving the impromptu topics to all the volunteers who would wish to speak. So I would request especially our distinguished guests to write their names in the chat box to nominate themselves for the table topics. I would request Manish, Simran, Rohit, Rahul Sachdeva, and Ashish,
Keshav, all you guys to mention your name in the chat box. Okay. Two, three, four. I have 5 names up till now. Yeah, Kushal, sure. We'll see to it in the later, sure. Keshav, would you like to go?
Yes.
So you can mention your name in the chat box, please.
I have already mentioned in the message. Yes.
If people want, they can also use the raise hand feature in Zoom. That will be an effective way also. Thank you.
Okay, okay, Dipin, sure. So I have few names, and the first name which I can see is of Simran. So Simran, can you hear me?
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, you are very much audible. Thank you so much for volunteering yourself to this impromptu round of table topics. So should I present you with the topic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the topic is, the world is not like what you think it is. The world is what you are. And the moment you accept this fact, you get happy. The world is not like you think it is. The world is like who you are. And the moment you accept this, you get happy. This is your topic, Simran, and you can start. Over to you.
Okay, so first I would like to introduce myself. I'm Simran Kaur and I'm from Pune and I'm 20 years old and I have this stammering problem. So, okay, so I'll start with the topic. Yes, I agree with that. Many times we think that our world is different and we start like assuming different thing like, oh, like the world is like very crucial, people in the world are bad and they won't accept us. So according to that, we started thinking and we started acting like them. But if we think that, okay, world is very beautiful place and people in this world are good and there is no one to judge us, so we started thinking in a positive way, and we automatically see the happiness. We see everyone is smiling around us and we think that everyone is polite and kind to us. So it depend on us, on our thinking, like how we see the world. Before I used to think that I have the problem of stammering, so no one will accept me. So I used to be very depressed and upset. So I never tried to get out of my comfort zone. But after like attending many meetings, I got to know that there are many people who is going through it and people will accept it. No, like there are many people who are good and they just accept it and they don't laugh at you. So yeah, that's it. This is my first session, so I don't know.
Okay. Thank you so much, Simran. It's a wonderful and well said points, whatever you articulated. So very many congratulations and a big round of applause for you for sharing your thoughts on the topic. Now I can see the name of Ashish Balti. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, your surname. It's Balti or Balti?
Balti, B-A-L-T-I.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you so much for volunteering and stepping up for the Toastmaster, the Table Topic Masters session. The topic for you is that you know, when sometimes in life we have arguments with our dear ones, with our closed ones, we get unhappy. Whenever we have arguments with our close ones, we get unhappy. But how important do you think it becomes for us to, for a moment, keep ourselves in their shoes, analyze the situation with their point of view, and then form resulting conclusions? How important it is for our own happiness that sometimes we should keep ourselves in the other person's shoes in order to resolve the argument, in order to resolve the unhappiness. Over to you, Ashish.
Yes. So by this topic, as we can see, like for example, if I take example of my mother father, when I got some means if I do a mistake, maybe it's silly or something, but and then my mom and dad used to scold me very much in the child, and I used to think I've not done a big mistake, but why are they shouting me so much? uh, and I used to get very upset and not even talk with them for 1 or 2 days. But as I grew up, as I'm currently 20 years old, so as of life, I so as I am observing the world, I am getting to know many more things that I not used to have a knowledge when I was a child. Like that, when our mom and dad used to scold, they scold for our only benefit. Like when they told to study, where we should study, but in our childhood we don't like to study. We like to play games, watch movies, TV shows, and all that stuff. But as we grew up, we realized the importance of how much the study and all other stuff that mom and dad used to told me earlier have a great impact in my life now. Because if I have not studied well in my previous years, like in 10th, 12th, I was not I didn't have the opportunity to go in good college. Like I used to see my friends who used to roam around and enjoy every time and all that stuff, and now they struggle to have something wonderful in life. And due to this, when I think about that earlier stuff that mom used to tell, I now realize that mom and dad are very much right and I was wrong. So we all should first listen to what others are telling us. It's not like that they are wrong or we are right. We must put us in their place and us think what they are telling us in a calm mind, and that's how we're supposed to react and do further in our life. So that's it from my side.
Thank you so much, Ashish.
Sorry, it was not that great.
Sorry, what did you say?
I told it was my first session, so it was not that great, but I tried.
No, I really like the fact that after hearing the topic, you kind of you linked the topic with your personal life, and you said what you have experienced in your life vis-a-vis your parents. I really like that, and it doesn't matter if it is your first time or your last time. It was wonderful. No problem. Thank you so much for Ashish. Now I'll be moving to Rohit Sachdeva. Rohit, can you please unmute yourself and come to the platform?
Yes, thank you, Bhavesh, for inviting me to the dais.
Thank you, Rohit. So the topic for you is Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation, once said that happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. How much do you relate with this? Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Over to you, Rohit.
Yes. So I think that happiness is like what I can relate from my experiences when I've been extremely happy and felt like on the top of the world. Those experiences relate to when I did whatever I could about the situation, and surprisingly the result was that I had succeeded. And as I realize it, and as the feeling slowly starts to sink in, I felt that yes, happiness is not something that you can achieve. It's not a destination. It's actually a wholesome journey in its own. And as we look at the life of Mahatma Gandhi, he did all in his power to make sure that what he has gone through, those things, the rest of the upcoming generations don't have to face those sufferings. So I think that kind of mindset and that harmony that he established in his work and brought it to reflect those changes into his actions is what happiness really feels like. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rohit, for sharing your thoughts. It was wonderful, whatever you speak. And thank you so much for volunteering. A big round of applause for you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rohit, for showing the confidence and the courage. Now, moving to the next speaker, it is, I guess, Sirajesh. Sirajesh,
Yes.
can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sirajesh, for volunteering.
Yeah,
the topic for you is happy thoughts makes happy world. Whatever you think, if you think happy, the world will automatically be happy for you. Happy thoughts makes happy world. Over to you.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, happy thoughts, it obviously makes you see, like, if you're happy from inside, the outside world will certainly look to some extent. I mean, you'll have a feeling of joy, you know, by seeing the outside. Also, I think, yeah, I mean, it's really matter like how you feel from inside. I see. So if you are in some sense calm or happiness and all those sort of things, excitement and all. So if you are, it's not only happiness. If you feel excitement from inside, so obviously the outside world will somewhat look like that, and all sort of things. All sort of good things, exciting things starts to happen. So obviously, I'm completely in favor of this word. Like, what you feel, what kind of emotion you feel from inside, you'll definitely see in the outside world. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sirajish, for sharing your thoughts. A big round of applause for you as well. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and volunteering. Moving to the next speaker, Keshav, would you like to go next?
Yes.
Okay, you woke up from your bed. Okay, the topic for you is that positive thoughts sometimes are overshadowed by the negative thoughts. How to conquer over those negative thoughts to lead a very happy and a successful life? How should one conquer negative thoughts?
Okay.
Over to you,
First,
Keshav.
should I give my intro or should I start directly?
You can present your brief introduction, no problem. Very brief.
I am Keshav from Ajmer, Rajasthan, and I am 25, and I am doing my father's business since the last 6 years and following my passion simultaneously of writing Hindi poetries. Okay. So, should I start now?
Yes, you may start.
Okay, as you have said, how to conquer the negative thoughts by the positive one. So it depends on a lot on the one's circumstances. There are very big factors play a vital role in one's life. Some is like facing the financial crisis. The other one is in the depression, and there are many such factors which you have don't have any control over them. But although one should remain positive, because positiveness gives you a lot of energy and enthusiasm. And if you have to conquer the negative thoughts, simply just believe in yourself and the confidence. Self-belief and the confidence play a vital role in negotiating the negative thoughts. Okay, so I think the self-belief, confidence, and the happiness play a vital role in winning the race of your life. Okay, so just make the things simple. Just be yourself, be original, and just do your hard work. And in the difficult circumstances, always believe in yourself. You are the most beautiful person in the world, but in the front of the mirror, and it will gives you a lot of positive vibes automatically. So just I want to say there is a one formula: just believe in yourself that you can do anything in this world, and the life is lot simpler for you. I think so.
Okay. Very well said, Keshav. I am really moved and motivated and inspired by your words and your thoughts. And as usual, you portrayed your poetic side wonderfully. Thank you so much for speaking your heart out and for volunteering. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll move to the last speaker because of the time constraints. Sorry for the other folks who nominated their names, but the last speaker, our guest, would be Manish Kumar Singh. Manish, are you there?
Yes, yeah, Bhavesh, I'm there. Yeah.
Hi, Manish. The topic for you is, should we as human beings seek happiness or should happiness seek us? Should we seek happiness or should happiness seek us? Over to you.
So thanks, Bhavesh, for giving the good topic. Like, should happiness seek us or should we seek happiness? So first of all, I just want to tell that sometimes I get speechless when I see, when I hear the good speeches by the previous speakers. So okay, so actually for the happiness, actually there are many phases in a human life. Like one is the childhood, and then the person get married, and then the parenthood life, and then a grandparent life. So happiness is the way when it comes like happiness. So suppose if I analyze, if I see the happiness in which phase it comes most. So I think in the childhood life the happiness comes at the most. So happiness is the so there is so we should welcome the happiness by whatever it comes in our life. So suppose in a childhood ages, so we are very less dependent, and so whatever we think and we do like that, and in that way we get the greatest happiness. But whenever the responsibility and the dependency comes, like we are taking care of the others, so in that so happiness becomes lesser. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you so much. Again, you enlightened us with your wisdom and experience. So thank you so much, Manish. And with that, fortunately or unfortunately, I would have to end this round because of the time constraints. And sorry to the other people who nominated their names. And thank you so much, guys, whosoever put their names in the chat box and volunteering and to be such a sport in sharing your thoughts on the wonderful topics prepared by me. So at the end, I would again request all of you, as I mentioned earlier, the fastest way to make someone smile is by wearing the smile on your face. And I would request, see, all of you are already smiling. I can see the happy faces already. So thank you so much, guys, for giving me the opportunity to share my topics with you all. And it was a wonderful session. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmasters of the day, Lavnish Gupta.
Thank you, Bhavesh. A big round of applause for Bhavesh for conducting such a wonderful section, Table Topic Master. And the topics chosen by Bhavesh are very insightful topics and connected with the theme of the today meeting, happiness. So again, a great round of applause. And the participants also deliver their speech on the topic very well. So I must congratulate the participant as well. So now moving to the theme of the meeting, I will just take 1 or 2 minutes before moving to the third section of the meeting. So now moving to the theme of the meeting, as the participant has already said, happiness is not a destination; it's a continuous journey. So basically, this quote is right. So it is a continuous journey. Happiness is a continuous journey, and as the Bhavesh has very rightly said that happy thoughts made world happy. We can make other person happy by keeping a smile on our face. So when we face the other person with a smile on our face, so naturally the other person get happy, and we himself also get positive vibes from the person. So friends, how to know that if we are happy or not? So feelings, happiness is a feeling. So if we feel that we are living a life in the way we want, so it means we are happy from inner say. And sometimes there is a feeling that uh, uh, feeling satisfied in our life, like what we want to do, what we want to do, we are doing that thing. So this sense give us the feeling of happiness. So, and the other way is when the positive vibes are coming more than the negative vibes, because we cannot feel happy all the times. So it is the person's attitude to look at the thing. So there is always a possibility the negative vibes come in you, but how you handle that negative vibes is more important. So it is a person attitude. So how he tackle the negative vibes, and how he made himself happy. So how to practice happiness is basically pursue our goals, intrinsic goals, and enjoy the every moment of the life, one's life. And if any negative thoughts come in your life, try to reframe that negative thought. So these are the some ways we can practice happiness in our life. So friends, now I am moving towards the third section, very important section of the every Toastmasters meeting, that is evaluation section, wherein our evaluators judge the speech and give and recommend the speaker for his good points and the areas of improvement. Now I hand over the stage to our general evaluator of the day, Mr. Tapan Samanta, to give the evaluations. Over to you, Tapan sir.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Yelapnis, for having a wonderful session today. And I think this today's meeting was very active and very engaged meeting. So everybody participate very actively and share their view or thoughts actively. So I can start with a few words. I won't take much time for the evaluation. So first I must start with the SAA, the Sergeant at Arms, that role performed by Vinayak. And to his and the point is that he started very, very good actually, and at the beginning with very welcome note, and it seems that he was prepared well, and chooses words also selectively, and all the time he was very calm and composed. And as a beginner, it's a very appreciable for him, and there is not very the point of improvement. I can say there is not very few. Only I request him to concentrate on that vocal variety. If he makes his vocal variety little bit ups and downs, and a little bit low and a little bit high, and variation of tones, then it will be more sounds audible and acceptable. And one more point is eye contact. I just request everybody, if you want to make your eye contact, you make the phone or laptop little bit away from you, at least 1 feet, at least 2 feet away. And if you view to the camera, then it looks like you are focusing eye contact actually. So that audience will feel they are with eye to eye. So if you put yourself so close to the laptop or phone, then it is not looking like a eye contact. And that's all. And then that TMOD also, Mr. Loveness has done a very wonderful job, and he conduct the meeting, and it is like he conduct the meeting, the whole meeting very calmly and systematically. He engaged everybody and all the themes he explained to all, and this switching over and takeover also very smooth. And there is the point of improvement, there is nothing. Still I feel the same. Eye contact was little less, and if he and he also, I think, well prepared, but a little bit, if you choose some humorous line here, something engaging line with the audience, then it will be more effective as a TMOD role, because of the only TMOD, he bind the meeting all together. If in the middle, if the audience feel, sometimes the audience will feel boring, or audience can just look away. They feel to go away. So make them engage a little bit, vocal variety or smiling, as you say, or some humorous words he can use. And coming to the speaker, the first speaker was kind of and I think it is his second meeting only. And I know that when I meet at my first meeting, how hard it is. You cannot say a single word actually. When people ask you to introduce, to ask you to say something, so how fluent you are, it doesn't matter. It is very tough to open up yourself in the first 1 or 2 meeting. So in that case, kind of done the job very beautifully, and he breaks his ice beautifully, and these things, and he pointed out about his education and all. There is not much mistake from his side, and icebreaker speech, you have to be as it is. So whatever, so you can always from the second pitch onwards, you can take the feedback and you can apply those points from the second pitch onwards. So the feedback for kind of me, say again that eye contact was missing, and this smiling on face also missing, and I think comfort level was there. Comfort level, because it is second pitch, so he looks a little bit stiff and hard, and I think it will go day by day. So I would request him to be in the meeting on regular basis, so it will automatically come. The comfort level, the vocal variety, and the eye contact, the body gesture. You have to move your hands and move your body very effectively. So I just would like to request him, only point, he has to be more participative. And if you take some role also, that will be also good for him. And the third, and it is not the least, Mr. Dipin, and nothing to say, Dipin, because you are the most active participant here, and everybody knows you, and you know how you motivate others, and you are conducting the meeting if week by week, month by month, and I think year by year also, because I met you last, I think 2 years back in Carbon Park. So in the last 2 years, maybe I was very I absent in the meeting, but 2 years you continue in that online form, or you call the people. So, and it shows today in the speaking, it shows actually you choose the point number 5, and the point number 5 is about body gesture. That 6 minutes. If you take the 6 minute speech of Blugan model, it is about the body gesture. So how your body moves about your and how your eyes and bodies and all these things are moved, and it was very appropriate, and you show the way the power of participation and power of the routine. If you maintain your routine, if you keep on participating, it shows in the performance also. So it is good actually, and that's something there is no point at all. I can say I don't find anything about your speech, and so it's all good. And about Prakash also done the job very well, and it also shows about his participation, the number of participation he has in the daily meeting and weekly meeting also, and he also looks very calm and composed, and he take the pauses, and he engages the audience also by question and answer, and all over the speeches, smile was there, and the clarity also there, and he also take the perfect timing, and within 6 minutes or 6.5 minutes, like Vipin. Yeah, that timing also important. If within 6 or 6.5 minutes, if you complete the meeting, nothing like that. So Prakash has done all these things quite well, but only he actually taken the number 3 speech of the 6 minutes Blugan model. So in that, it was get to the point. The number 3 was the get to the point. In the get to the point, I think he started with the middle class, and a little bit at the end what he want to convey to the audience, it was little missing, and he dragged actually same point a little bit. So I would request him, if he specific, first he has to maintain one, you have to introduce one larger point, then he has to come to the specific point. Then the audience, at the end, audience should know that what he's speaking about, something like that. So it's okay actually, but still little bit lacking was there, and also he was engaging too much with question and answer. So I would request him with question and answer is good, but yes, at the same time we have to see the time also. Our time is limited. If you ask so many questions to the audience, then you have very less time for your points, what you want to convey to the, or what you want to say to the audience. So these things are there. And then about the timer, Kushal. Yeah, it was a very wonderful job for the Kushal, I say, because about the timing he maintained very properly and very uniquely. And when at the beginning in the back screen was green and then turned yellow at the warning time, and at the time when the timing was over, it was flashes red. So that way, that speaker or they are well aware of the timing when they should complete the meeting and all. So very well done. very well done, Kushal, and I think he's for this small role also he should deserve a round of applause. And now I think I conclude here, and I hand over to the grammarian Rahul, and Rahul can say something about any grammatical mistake, yeah, any particular word, or somebody missing, like that. So over to Rahul.
Sure, thank you. So I could not find any major mistakes with the grammar for all the speakers. Yes, there were those are expected when you are speaking on the stage, and I just have one feedback for Prakash. So Prakash, your speech was wonderful, but try means not to use the filler word yeah, because I have noticed you saying that word many times. I know that is subconscious, but try not try not using it. That's all from my
yeah. Thank you, Rahul, for your analysis about the grammarian and all. And I also, for the focus and all, I notice some particular word is that pronunciation factor also a little bit wrong. So that I will tell him separately. Yeah, it is not to mention here, maybe. So some particular words, we should that diction and pronunciation, he can work on that. And I think it is, so now I can hand over to the TMOD, Loveness. So Loveness, you can take from here.
Thank you.
If I may actually, I wanted to say one thing. Can I?
Yes,
sorry to interrupt.
Yes,
and okay. I think Miss Bhavesh also, right? Sorry, sir.
Yeah, you missed my evaluation.
Table topic master. Because there is nothing such actually, because you every meeting, nothing much to say about you. You choose the topic very well, and this one particular word happiness, the variety of happiness you bring into it. It was wonderful. So it shows your how deep thinker you are, and you are very articulate also, and your delivery also very clear and very audible to the audience. And this little point is there. The topic what you choose about the happiness, it is understandable. But sometimes if you make it a little bit simple to the audience, so then they can explain more. Case of point, but yeah, case of, you know, what do you think about the happiness? If it is positive and negative, that is like sort. If positive will overpowered by the negative thoughts and also like that in one sentence, a half sentence, if you represent your topic, then it will be easy to understand for the speaker actually. And Keshav also done very wonderfully explain on that. So it's a very big round of applause for Bhavesh also, the way he presented the TTN table topic. What about Loveness, the Toastmaster of the day?
Thank you, Tapan Samantha, for conducting a wonderful evaluation session. A big round of applause to you and your team. So you have evaluate the various speeches on the CRC approach, that is commend, recommend, and then comment approach. So that was wonderful, and you have touched upon the very important area of the speeches which the participants needs to work upon, and also comment upon the what are the strong areas of the participant. So very well done this section. So now I request the participants to submit the feedback in the feedback form shared by Rahul in the chat box. So it will help us to choose the winner of the various section, and it will also help us to improve upon. And after that,
so
we will.
I have
Yes.
received a 9. So I have received 9 responses till now, and I'm waiting for 4 more since we are 30 right now. So those of you who haven't filled it up yet, please do it. So
Okay, so meanwhile we are waiting for the rest 4 to share their feedbacks. May we ask Kushal to share his feedback on how we people did? Were we able to use the allotted time wisely?
Yes.
So Kushal,
Yes,
yeah.
sure. So yes, so sure. So Kushal, welcome you for your timer report and the R counter report. Kushal?
Your voice is not audible, Kushal.
Kushal?
Your voice is low. If you want to try without the headphone. Better.
It's better, but very low.
Is it audible or?
yeah, it is audible now.
So firstly, I was very surprised that this is a Toastmaster meeting for PWS people. I thought it's almost like Toastmasters for others, quote unquote others. And it's great that we had only 2 disqualifications in the table topic section, and that too because they are the first time speakers as guests. So only Toastmaster Ashish and Toastmaster Rohit short over time. The rest were on time. So that's my report as the timer. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Yes, please continue.
Please go. Yeah.
It's actually easy. I think there's some problem on the
Don't worry. Go on.
the rest, as the R counter again, it's extremely surprising that most to a promise. Just a few speakers, for example, speaker one Hyundai. You can actually work on your actually forcing of your lips shut. And also lastly, the 6th speaker of the table topic section, Manish, you can work on your R sounds. That's all that's all from my side as the R counter. Over to you.
All right. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt, but I have got 12 responses, and I will be sharing the result with our Toastmasters of the day. So bear with me for the next 1 minute.
Sure, Rahul. Thanks. So, thanks, Kushal, for a wonderful evaluation as a timer and a counter. So, in the meantime, Rahul is sharing the results. So, friends, I urge everyone to take a active role during the meeting. So, nevertheless, we are here for improvement, and the everyone is learn from the everyone. Like I am learning something from you, and you are learning something from me. So it's a life. So it's a life. We all are here to for improvement. Someone is good in communication, someone is not so good in communication, but the effort must go on. So it is the main motto of the TISA, and this is my philosophy of life, which I have learned. So I feel happy by actively participate in the in basically these activities and talking to the other members. So Rahul has shared the result with me. So in the best speaker, there is a tie between Prakash and Dipin. So Hindav has also given his wonderful icebreaker speech. So applause to all the participants. But today there is a tie between Prakash and Dipin. Prakash and Dipin, a wonderful speech and wonderful hand gestures, and a lot of learning from your speech and your gestures. It's wonderful, wonderful. And best now coming to the other section, best role player. So yeah, it is a Tapan Samanta. So he has played a G role very well. Evaluations very well done. A big round of applause. So CRC approach followed very well. And now coming to the best auxiliary role taker, it is Kushal. So Kushal has played a wonderful role. So well done, Kushal. So best table topic speaker is Keshav. Just a moment. Yeah, best table topic speaker is Keshav. So well done, Keshav. So now we have all the result with us. So now it's time to, I think, wrap up the session. So friends, it has a pleasure for me to serving you as a Toastmaster of the day in the today meeting. So I hope you have enjoyed the meetings. So if you have any feedbacks on the improvement area, then I request to please provide the feedback. Although you have already shared your feedback in the feedback form, but if you want to share any feedback from the participants one by one, that is also a welcome. So thank you. If anybody wants to contribute, then he is welcome. Otherwise, we will wrap up this session.
Here, just one point I just wanted to say for the newcomers. Today, I think you can see the speech by Prakash and Dipin. So the wonderfully way they executed so well. So it is not coming in a day or two or in 1 week, 1 month of participation. They participate in the meeting day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. And it is a very gradual and slow